Hello, how you guys doing today? My name is Issa. Welcome to Sunnah Aroma Academy. This is lesson 130, which is, I like to call it the doke transaction. Something that guys who sell oils, you need to watch out for. The doke transaction. Let me show you how it works. It's 3 ways that this can happen. 3 ways the doke transactions can happen. The first one is actually you doing it to yourself. Which is, let me show you. Say for example, you alright. Say for example, you already have money in your hand. Actually 4 ways. You already have money in your hand, right? Let's say for example, you got money in your hand, you about to go and get some chips or whatever, and right before you go and get the chips, like myself, I'm here set up in the grocery store. Let's say if I want to go inside and go get some chips. I put in money in my pocket, I'm about to get some chips. Right before I go, he said, hey man, let me get a $5 bottle of that. Let me get a $5 bottle of that halal bankroll. And so what they say is, and so you pour for them. This is for people who do this. Like myself specifically, I pour the bottle and then I give it to them. I wouldn't recommend you to do that. For somebody just starting off selling oils, I would not recommend you to do that. Get the money first. Let them smell it. They like it. $5. Take the money first, then you give them the bottle. Because what'll happen is, you'll give them, you give them the bottle, right? And you know what they're saying? And they'll walk off and you're like, hey man, my man, you didn't pay me. And he'll be like, yeah, it is. It's in your hand. $5 right there. I just paid you. And he'll use the fact that you already have $5 in your hand to say, listen, I just paid you, man. I don't know what to do with the money. I just paid you. They'll do that. That's the first type. So the first type, he got you. The fact that you already have money in your hand, he got you. The second type is, you got the money in your hand, you about to get ready to go do something, and somebody come in and buy some oil, and you mistakenly, they buy a $5 bottle, right? And they give you the $5, and you mistakenly give them the $5 back, thinking that they got change, all right? Thinking that, you're supposed to give them change, right? Because you wonder, why is this $5 in my hand? Obviously, he needs to get change back. So the second type is you mistakenly do the doke on yourself. The first type, he did it to you. The fact you had money in your hand. The second type, you did it to yourself because you wasn't paying attention. Now, the third type is when you have one customer have multiple transactions. Where a customer comes and they say, hey, let me get that $5 bottle right there. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me get the $7 bottle. So you give him the $7 bottle. He paid for it. And he said, you know what? Let me get that right there too. Let me get the deal 2 for 10 with those. Right? And then you give him that. Right? And then he say, well, let me also get another 2 for 10. Right? Again, you still got the money in your hand. This happens to people. So the last transaction, he walks off without giving you another $10 because that's $25 altogether. 5 the first time, the second time, 10, and the third time he walked off. He tried to play like he don't know what's going on. And so, hey, my man, you didn't pay me $10. No, I already gave it to you. It's in your hand. If you see, it's kind of similar from the trick from the second type, actually the first type, and the third type. It's kind of similar, but the third type is much more slick doing it, much more deceptive, much more confusing. Because if they can confuse you, they try to get you not pay attention to what's going on, they can get over on you. Until you be like, no. Actually, what you do is each time, this is what you do. If you got one customer, buy it, always do this. How much is it? $5? You take it? All right, thank you. You see that? Or you don't have to say that because some people take it offensive. They get into argument with you. Once they buy it, just do this. All right, thanks. Make sure you put them in the face. All right, thanks. Indirectly, what you're saying is you're not saying, okay, see, I got the money. That will turn customers off, because what will happen is, for customers who's not trying to do that, they'll make you think, oh, what you think I'm trying to steal from you? I'm trying to get over on you? I'm trying to do the okie doke on you? No, I'm not trying to do that to you. So indirectly, you're still doing the same exact thing to those people trying to get over on you. But for those people who are not trying to get over on you, you can still disguise it in that way. So, all right, thank you. Have a good one. All right? So each time, thank you. Thank you, each time. And what that does is, for someone who wants to do the third type, the multiple transactions, a lot of times, if they see that each and every time you put the money in your pocket, a lot of times they'll try it on you. Because if you got a pocket with many ones or many tens or many 20s, they can easily just say, listen, I already gave it to you. Check your pocket. If you got multiple 20s, they can see, I gave it to you. He said, oh, well, you know, I had like 5 20s before. I don't know that. I don't know that. So he can easily get over on you. So what you do is, boom, wave it in his face. Thank you very much. It makes everything much easier. Now, another thing that you can do, and this is the 4th type, by the way. The 4th type is a customer that they come and they surround your booth. If you have a booth, they surround your booth. If you got a booth like that, what you want to do is you want to make sure you got your stuff locked. Or if you have your stuff locked where they don't have access to your other merchandise. Because what they do is, one customer will be here buying something from you, the other will be on the other side actually stealing products. In that case, just hire somebody else to work for you. Or just tell all of them, listen, just come to all you guys, you just come over to the side over here and I'll take care of you. All right? That's one thing. Now, I'm still on the 4th type here. Still on the 4th type. Me, I don't have a booth. I have a cart. All right? I used to have a table, but I found the cart to be much easier because I can roll it in and out. When it's time for Salah, roll it in and out as opposed to carrying the table in and out for Salah. Now, how you doing? What they'll do with me sometimes, they'll come over here. One customer, I'll be right here with a customer talking to him. One customer will be right here, on this side over here, looking from this side. Now, the best thing for me to do is, when I'm talking to the customers, back up. And when you back up, what happens is, you back up, you're able to have a full view, like a point guard, like a PG. You're able to have a full view of what's going on. You can still talk to the customers and deal with them and still, you know, answer their questions and fill bottles. And when you grab the bottle, boom, fill it up back here. Because just like I said before, you're able to have a full view of what's going on. Okay, this customer here, he smell oils from here. This customer here, smell oils from here. Now I can back up and I can see everything that's going on from right here. And that's actually going to really intimidate them. That's going to intimidate them because they're going to say, you know, this guy, man, he know what he's doing. He know what he's doing. This is not going to work with him. Try it on somebody else. All right, this you got Eastern Sunnah Aroma Academy. This is lesson 130, which is the okie doke transactions, 4 types. Thank you.